All right, we good?
I'm great, dude.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling fucking light, almost too light.
Better than too heavy.
Yeah, I saw my parents yesterday, and I saw them about a week prior, and obviously they noticed. And my dad was asking me, how do you feel?" And I'm just like, I feel light. I could get up out of bed. My body doesn't hurt as much. My energy is great. I'm not like hungry or craving anything, and I just feel like I can move much more efficiently and more nimble and just feel fucking like a goddamn machine, dude.
I love it. And I'm going to ask you some basic questions here. What is your name? How old are you? What's your occupation? And do you have a family?
CJ Laboy, 40 years old, married, 3 kids, 3 beautiful kids, stunning wife. Been an NFL agent for 17 years, have about 82 NFL players that I manage and represent.
How long have you been in the Gutless Elites and how much weight have you lost?
Going into week 7, right? I've lost 40 pounds.
Incredible. And you are the Gutless GOAT. So this is the most weight anybody has ever lost in the 8-week Gutless Challenge. We have 12 days left. So 40 pounds, that's almost unbelievable. Sometimes with these results, Ty lost 37 pounds in 8 weeks last time. You have now taken the crown and you are the new Gutless GOAT. But these numbers are sometimes hard for me to believe. So I know for the audience out there, it's important that we have these calls so they understand that you are a real person and this is not a paid actor. And these results are in fact true, real, tried, tested, and consistent. So next question
Very
is,
real.
what were you up against and struggling with when you decided to join the Gutless gang? If you could talk us through some of your motivations, some of the pain, some of the stuff you had tried, and why it was you signed up, that'd be great.
Yeah, so, as a former collegiate football athlete, I've worked with high-level athletes for, my entire professional career. As you kind of evolve in your profession, at least in my profession, kind of got away from just taking care of myself. My job has been taking care of everybody else, including my family. And my own personal health and fitness and nutrition and all that went to the wayside as I built my empire professionally and in my village here personally with my family, right? So having to travel constantly, a lot of social dinners, tons and tons of hours, on the phone, in the car, on airplanes, all across the country, you really kind of put in a bad spot, especially if you don't have the willpower to say no to eating fast food, eating steaks constantly, or whatever the case may be, right? So went from somebody that left college at around 260 when I was in my 20s to now almost fucking 300 pounds. I think the highest I ever weighed was like 294. That was like a year ago. And I've tried everything. I've tried fasting, I've tried supplementation, tried my workouts on my own. But really, I think the accountability with the group and with the coaches has, unequivocally helped me take it to a different level. Buying into a program, holding myself accountable, having my teammates, my coaches, everybody hold me accountable was huge for me and for me to go through this transformation.
What do you think is different about Gutless than other programs?
I think that the biggest difference is that it's very simple. It's very straightforward. You're asked to do the work, and more importantly, you're asked to commit to doing the work. And there's a big accountability factor, right? And having not just a coach and leader lead, our battalion, if you will, but having the team, your fellow soldiers and cohorts right there with you, supporting you through the journey. That's a huge. It's a huge, huge aspect that's absolutely invaluable. So instead of having one coach, at least for us, for our group, there's 4 of us, and we're all coaches, we're all leaders, we're all alphas, and we're all pushing each other and holding each other accountable and tracking each other's results and goals and all that. But also, the simplicity of the program, the simplicity of the diet, the simplicity of the action items, the tools that you can use to, really not just kickstart your weight loss goals and journeys, but really kind of ramp up and allow you to take things to the next level without feeling like you're going way beyond your means, way beyond where you might be comfortable with your diet or what your time restraints may be with your family or your profession or your personal life or whatever. It's all extremely doable. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's easy once you kind of peel it all back.
Nice. And you lost 13 pounds in the first week, which is another ridiculous achievement and accomplishment. That's somewhat hard to believe. And the best part about it, we were speaking about midway through the course, we had our Gutless tune-up call. You said to me that you had some doubts because you're like, what are you talking about, Bryce? I can eat bacon every single day and still lose weight. I don't think this is going to work. Tell the guys about your diet for the first week when you lost 13 pounds.
So the first week of this program, I literally had a slab of bacon a day. A day. I'd have bacon with everything, bacon with breakfast, bacon with lunch, bacon for dinner. And I'm thinking like, God, man, there's no, like, just like you said, there's no way I'm going to lose weight eating what we're eating. Right. And look, no, you yourself never recommended, hey, go eat bacon every day, every meal. But, you follow the meal plan, you follow the guidelines, and, it's certainly on there. So I'm like, fuck, it says bacon, I'm going to eat bacon. And literally, after a week, I'm like, holy shit, I'm down almost 14 pounds, 13 pounds of change, literally eating bacon 3 times a day. And I'm not talking like 2 strips of bacon. I'm eating a slab of bacon, easily burning through those Costco family packs myself, easily. And it was remarkable, but it was also very motivating too. It's like, oh my God, this works. This is real. You can do it. It just kind of fires you up even more.
Yeah, you said something about eating steak every day prior to Gutless. You could actually eat steak every day too. It's more the sides that you're eating with the steak when you're out, the bread, the white potatoes, the cheeses, and for most people, the wine and the cocktails and the desserts and everything that comes along with that causes the weight gain. But
Yep.
Eating steak every day is not advised from a general health standpoint. From a weight loss standpoint, though, eating fat does not make you fat, just like eating an orange doesn't make you orange at the same time. This is not keto, so we don't recommend that guys do that long term, but you can. And when we're breaking that sugar addiction in the beginning, we want to hit the reward center of the brain with fats. So it's actually advised to eat a lot of fats in the beginning so you can get into the habits like CJ was talking about, and you start to build some momentum, and then we can scale back on some of the massive fat loading that goes on in the beginning. But it's all good from a weight loss standpoint, and this is an evolving diet. So unlike other diets, we don't just stick to the same menu for the entire duration of Gutless. It evolves, and so it becomes healthier in different ways. The weight loss continues, but some of our objectives shift to longevity as opposed to weight loss, as guys like CJ drop dozens and dozens of pounds. And now hypertension, meaning high blood pressure, diabetes, pre-diabetes, things that happen when we start to stack on weight that we don't want, are no longer really a problem at all. They're gone. And then we shift our focus to longevity and cardiovascular health, avoiding atherosclerosis and plaque building up on the inside of our arteries becomes the objective. So that was a bit of a tangent, but who would you recommend Gutless to?
I would recommend it to anybody, man or woman, but certainly men. Anyone that's kind of struggled with weight loss, and anything that's kind of, everything that kind of, all the tentacles that come from being a little bit heavy or super heavy or just feeling fat, whether it's insecurity or lack of confidence or, just wanting to kind of recharge, kind of get back into your natural mindset of being a fucking man. And that's what we are, right? We're hunters and killers and protectors and all that. I think, this program is perfect for you. I mean, if you are, somebody that's kind of an alpha and consider yourself an apex personality, an alpha personality, this is the program without question. even if you just wanted a reboot, a recharge, a reboot of your own personal nutrition, it works. Simply, this shit works. I've tried everything. I've tried everything legal. I've tried everything illegal. I've tried it. I've tried it all. But this is the only thing that's worked. I didn't believe Bryce. I didn't believe you, Coach. I didn't believe Bryce when we first talked. I was very skeptical, and maybe a lot of that was just my own self-doubt, my own insecurities of being able to finish something or to actually achieve the goals. But this shit worked. It worked right out the gate. It's still working, and more importantly, where it works the most is it definitely flips that switch, mentally and internally, where you're just ready to go. You just want to work, and not just in terms of the Gutless program, but everything else. Everything else is impacted by it. So I would recommend it to anybody looking for a reboot, a restart, a shred, a big drop in weight, and also a big drop in weight in a diet program that you'll actually like and enjoy, and you'll enjoy seeing the results.
Awesome. That's incredible. And did you see others succeed as well? Obviously, you led the pack in many, many categories of this Gutless challenge and ended up the Gutless GOAT, greatest of all time. But did you see others having success as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our group, the team and pod that I was on, we all had pretty dramatic results. Some of them were, big, weight loss numbers. Some of them were big, redistribution of their current weight, and just their bodies changing more, building more muscle, or just kind of shredding and toning up and losing body fat, as well as others. I mean, there's a couple other guys in this group that lost. I think another guy is close to 30, right? If not has already gone over 30. But it seemed like everybody, I would say everybody lost. Some lost big, some had more weight to lose, and some had different levels of goals. But everybody that really bought in and committed to it lost big time weight and hit their goals in a big way.
We're talking today as friends, and we've been friends, but you've seen different intensity levels that I bring to the table. We're talking now in a very friendly fashion. But what would you say the coaching style is? You like the intensity. And what I bring to the table is not typically a smile on my face. Sometimes it's appropriate to smile, and then sometimes it's appropriate to go to war. So I know that you like the intensity level of Gutless as a whole. And I smile when my guys get through it and they get their results. In the beginning, we go to war. And there's a time for smiling. There's a time for gritting and baring your teeth. Any words on the coaching style and how it worked for you or what you liked about it?
Yeah, I was an athlete my whole life, and I always took to, a more aggressive, somewhat hostile style of coaching, where you're just challenged not only to, take advantage of the day, or to complete your task, or to make a play, or what have you, but also challenged personally to kind of rise up and be your own leader, or be a leader, in your own right, and lead everybody else. And I think where we all get stuck sometimes in our personal life or professional life is you're kind of stuck barking your own orders outwardly, and that you could become complacent with that too. So sometimes when you have somebody barking shit at you, like, hey, pick up your nuts and fucking do the work and get your shit done, it's like, oh well, shit, yeah, I gotta do it, right? It's a personal challenge. You challenge all of us to kind of rise above, or to push past what we the bar that we've already set for ourselves, or the bar that we've allowed ourselves to be suppressed by, right? And you kind of your style, which is intense. It's not always intense, but the intensity level is always closer to 10 than it is to 7, right? But that style of coaching, it just kind of ignites you and energizes you with a whole level of passion and energy, because you're passionate about what this program is and what it represents and what it brings to all of us. And that is kind of instilled in all of us, in all of us. And I think it's needed, man. We all need that jolt in life, right? We all need that pick me up, right? Some people seek it in bullshit that they see online. Some see in terms of like their weight loss or diets, right? and some, seek it through personal training or whatever the case may be. Your style is different in that you're reaching to us, and then you're forcing us to reach within ourselves and pull even more out of us to get to where we've committed to going. It's it definitely works, man. There's no doubt about it. And that intensity, that passion, that energy, really sets the tone for everything. It sets the tone for the program, sets the tone for the communications, and it sets the tone, for the work, because you're holding yourself as accountable as, you expect in our, asking us to hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah, I'm not a fat coach yelling from the bleachers. I'm living this, baby, every day.
Yeah, we know. Hey, we see it, brother.
We also call this last call a time capsule. So I want you to think about the fact that you are now the Gutless Goat. Reflect on everything you've done and let me know a little bit about how your life has changed, how you're feeling right now. So if you ever were to go off the path, I can send this video directly to you and remind you of how you felt today. Run us through that real quick.
Got in the program because, I've tried everything else and just didn't seem like it worked. It just didn't work, period. And I wanted to try something different, something that I could believe in, something that could help me believe in myself. And, wanted to but definitely kick out all the insecurities, all the self-doubt, all the confidence and all that other stuff, and just kind of get back to that, that mentality that I've always had through my life that I think has fueled, a tremendous amount of success professionally and personally. So, started at 286, dropped 13 quickly, and all throughout the process really ratchet up the diet and held true to the diet. Didn't even, something I used to do before, if my kids didn't eat all their food, I'd eat it for them. I wouldn't even touch their food. I'd just throw it in the garbage. Nothing. I'm not eating anything that wasn't on M1. And after about a week, and I did lose 13 pounds in that time, it was like all systems going.
Energy levels are up. Stamina wise, you're better than you have been in years. How else do you feel right now that's different from how you felt?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I might just mentally, in terms of confidence, I feel like I'm on a whole nother level. I mean, it's already been showing up in my work, in my professional life. I just feel excited and eager and hungry just to attack the day, to get after elements of my work that I didn't really. I started just kind of not enjoying as much as I used to, and now I'm like, fuck that, like, let's go. I just want to go and fucking pillage the countryside right now. And that's just the mentality. Like I said, it's just kind of a flip the switch back on, switch that probably hasn't been on for a long time. And I mean, I feel like mentally, sharper, not as foggy. Obviously energy levels are great. Focus is great. I feel like my attention is a lot better, and just able to be, significantly more productive. I just feel like I could crush fucking anything right now. Anything, literally anything. You put anything in front of me, bro. I'm running through that thing like a freight train.
Love it. Well, hold the camera up to your face like this and say, I am CJ Laboy, the barbarian, the goat chaser, and the motherfucking gutless goat.
I am CJ Laboy, the barbarian, first the 38 special, now the big 4-0. I am the motherfucking gutless goat.
Yes.
So come catch me, brothers. Come catch me.
I love it, man. I got this on recording, so this is going to be time capsuled, and I have evidence that this has been worth it. And if you ever go off the course, I'm going to send this to you, make you watch it. And that's why we do these videos. Thank you so much for your time today, and congratulations.
No, bro, this is a lifestyle, dude, and it's a lifestyle that you commit to, and especially as you kind of get into your 30s and 40s, I think I think we all need that jolt and that switch to be flipped. So I'm all in, dude. This thing is real. It works. I fucking appreciate you, brother. I really do.
38 special. Keep running and gunning. Now it's I don't know how to make something cooler. 40 ounces to freedom.
There you go.
We'll figure it out. But I'll see you Wednesday, man. Keep up the good work, and so happy to have you. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Talk to you soon.